Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 GMC Sierra. This is the AT4X AEV Edition. It is finished off in Volcanic Red and the MSRP is just over $79,000. So we have a lot to go over for this full-size truck. There's a few different engine options for this as well. This particular model has the 3-liter turbo diesel. This is paired to the 10-speed automatic, and it pumps out 305 horsepower, 495 pound-feet of torque. Primarily sent to the rear wheels, however, this has the 4-wheel drive system. It weighs in around 5,900 pounds. You'll expect to see 0 to 60 in just over 6 seconds. And fuel economy is going to be around 19 miles per gallon in the city, 20 out on the highway. Now, the AEV Edition provides it with a lot of goodies. This has a steel front bumper where there's also the parking sensors. There's also the plug-in on those colder nights. You can have that ready to go. There's fog lights too, and then LEDs for all of the lighting there with the dark housing. There's also the massive GMC badge along with a forward-facing camera and the brushed accents running throughout that grille. There's gloss black above that and then some nice indentations running down the hood. So it gives it a beefy front end, especially for this full-size truck. Now this is also equipped with a 2-inch lift kit. It has 33-inch tires with the 18-inch wheels. There's plastic for the fender arches, both front and rear, Duramax turbo diesel badge, power folding side mirrors, which have gloss black, the camera, and the turn signal. This also gets rock sliders in the lower section to provide this with that protection off-road when needed. There's also a sunroof up top, gloss black for the window trim. It's also on the door handles too. And then with the short box, I think it has a great look to it. Very proportional for how big this truck is. Now in back, there's gloss black with the GMC badge, the backup camera, LEDs, steel rear bumper, all the parking sensors, and then this can even tow right around 8,800 pounds. Now we have the multi-flex tailgate. If you push on the upper button, we can drop the top half here where you have a nice workbench, or you can use this as another tailgate stop. So if you have some longer items that are longer than this, you can use that for them to stop. Now you can also go a step further, open up the entire tailgate just like normal. Now push on that top button and you can actually release the upper section, and now you have a step. Very easy to enter and exit, along with the grab handle that you can flip up, and you can even do one-handed just by releasing that tab. Now this model is also equipped with the kicker audio, so you can pair your phone to this and control it and even charge some electronics from the back. Very neat to see this, especially if you are using your truck a lot and you spend a lot of time back here. Now there's also the spray and bed liner, tow hooks, cargo lights, and some more power outlets. Very large bed too, to provide you with a lot of usable space. Now for the interior, very nice door panel. This has Bose audio, all of these different trim accents and materials. And then we have a very nice set of seats. You do get storage behind the upper section, and you can even flip up the entire bottom and give yourself a lot of flat surface here if you need to store items in the back. Now there's also grab handles, which makes it much easier to jump into, where we have tons of legroom. There's also storage pockets, cup holders. These are heated seats. You have vents and auxiliaries. And then there's the armrest with more cup holders, and then the electronic sliding rear glass. This also has Alcantara for the headliner, and take a look at how far this goes back up. You could be over 6 feet tall and still fit comfortably in the back of this truck. Now up front, there's memory seating adjustments, power folding side mirrors, all the window controls, more storage in that lower section, and then we even have massaging front seats with those logos in the headrest. You do get grab handles up top, and then let's start this up where we have the leather steering wheel along with paddle shifters. Volume and tuning adjustments are also just underneath that. Cruise, distance pacing, heated steering wheel on the left. Right side, you can go through quite a lot of information. So you can go through all of this. You have a lot more daily driving stats that you can scroll through here. And this gauge cluster is even configurable. So you can go into your display layout and you have a few different settings here. And you can adjust what you would like to see on both sides as well as the lower section too. And you can even get into the head-up display to further adjust that. Now you have the e-brake, all of your 4-wheel drive selectors. There's even a few different driving modes for on-road. So you can go through all of those as needed. There's a trailering mode. You have your headlight adjustments, fog lights, dimmer switches, and then more adjustments for that head-up display. So you can pull up a little bit of information. Now there's leather for the entire dash. And then with this infotainment system, you have all these icons that you can get into, and you have a split view. So that way you can go through some info on that far right side. And then you have the rest of the shortcuts on this left side to get through all of this information. There's even a physical button for home and power and volume. Now all of the climate adjustments are laid out well, where this even has heated and ventilated seats, where you'd like the air to go, temperature dials, your fan speed. And then with the row of toggles underneath that, there's your lane keeping assist, parking sensors, and engine start stop. You can open up the tailgate, you just can't close it, so if you need to gain access to that. There's hazards, traction control, downhill assist, and then you get a rear locker and front and rear at the same time. A lot more storage down below with some auxiliaries, 2 cup holders on that right side. And then there are a lot of different angles depending on what you would like to see. You have the hitch view, you can also get into your bed view there, so you have no shortage of visibility. There's drive and a low range, and then park too. Now this also has a trailer braking system, there's wireless charging, you get this removable tray along with a lot of space, and there's even 2 storage bins on the passenger side to give you a lot more space. Now there's the digital rear view mirror along with the garage door buttons, and then all the controls for the sunshade and sunroof along with that window in the back. And then here's a look at visibility, where it's very easy to see. Pickups really don't have many blind spots. So let's get this out on the road. And I've switched into sport mode now. We can use the paddle shifters, give it an acceleration. And this definitely has plenty of get up and go to it. Now you can also get some different engine options, so just depending on what you would like. But with this turbo diesel, you still have a great bit of power. So this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for this GMC Sierra. Definitely a great layout overall and a fantastic truck to drive. Like I said, we've been able to drive these quite a lot, and I'm currently on a road trip now filming this truck. So I already have several hours under my belt with this specific model. It's also very easy to drive in parking lot situations. For the length of this truck, I have found that the turning circle or turning radius is actually pretty impressive. So I haven't had any issues with parking this in normal parking spots for its larger size. And it also handles pretty well too for a pickup truck. But if you're looking for a little bit of luxury with your drive, if you plan on using this all the time, you want the massage seat going, which works really well. You have some great options with this Sierra and different packages to get. And it's just a really nice truck, I think, for the market and what it has for a 1500. But that is going to wrap it up for this GMC Sierra. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.